I think with me, my life has been work as usual. My life has been work. I can say business. I've grown up in the business world, and I've been a business person. And I started running businesses when I was in my 9th grade. As young as 9, at 9, whatever, I should have been 14, 15 years, I was already running businesses. And partially what made me start running businesses was, you're talking about the momentum that I had acquired in the village. And I come to Lusaka, the hard work that I got, and that was in me. And then I qualified to grade 8. I am made to go to Arakan, and I'm made to work every day, not because my parents wanted me to work, but they were unable. And that working in itself, I think it awakened these certain skills that I'd learned in the village, because, in the village, like I mentioned, to say we had work all the times, and we had money, okay? Whether the money was little, at least we had gardens, we had, sometimes we could go out to go and collect boa, masuku, and all this and so on. So when I looked at, me walking from Chawama to Arakan every day, and, you are now in the city where there are plenty of opportunities. In the village, we never used to see the people. There was no market for some of these products, not until you went to the roadside. But now you have people, you are living in the community. So you bring in these people who's already business minded. That's when I said, why should I be suffering? I can start something, all right? So since I don't have money, let me begin with what I know best, which is gardening. There's some space in the backyard. That's how I started my little garden. And the neighbors started coming, buying vegetables. And from the vegetables, I managed now, I was able to buy cooking oil in 5-liter containers, sugar. I would buy 10 kg, then I pre-pack those. That time, paraffin was in short supply. So I would buy paraffin, all these products. And then I'm in school from morning up to 16 hours. And then in the evening, I must be out selling, my merchandise. So I started, developing these, or maybe can I say businesses started growing bit by bit from there. And not until when I was in my 11th. By the time I was in my 11th and 12th grade, I could even tell my parents to say, don't pay, partially I'm going to pay school fees and so on. And I was able to help even my siblings. And I had a lot of money that time. So I graduated from one business to another. I had been into Salaula. I've sold Soweto. I've been a street cowboy. I've sold past papers. There was one time when I was in my 11th grade, when I was the major supplier of past papers around Lusaka, and by then I had graduated from working to boarding buses and whatever I wanted to eat. I had a lot of money. So you find that even by the time I was being accepted going to the University of Zambia, business was already in me, and I carried along with me the business whilst I was in school. Then business was also ticking on the other side. So in other words, I went to 2 schools. So whilst I'm in school is progressing. Then what I was born to do in life is also progressing. I think there are lessons there somebody can learn, okay? So in that, I started my journey to where I am today whilst in school. So the journey is progressing on the other side. Academically, I'm also progressing. So I'm dealing with 2 things here. So I did quite a lot of businesses on the way. Don't ask me how I used to manage to balance. I was able to manage